So that's a thing. So hi guys, I'm super tired. Hi, I'm super tired, so I'm probably going to be playing with my camera off today. As you can see, I'm a little bit. Eh. So we're only going to be playing for about 2 hours. We have a limited time period to play today, so I'm just gonna jump right into things. How you doing, Good Ricky? It's good to see you. We're playing D&D 5e, my homebrew game, and this is what DM Prime looks like. Ready? All right. Alrighty, here we go, here we go. Let's see if they're ready for this. Alright, we're live. No, I wasn't doing that. That's fun. Okay. No worries. We have less than 2 hours to play, so let's hop into our last session. You guys saved an old man from dying and got cool stuff. And then you did a thing with some other things. Somebody's going by a new name, which is awesome. You ran into some guards, got away from some guards, and then met some other guards, sent those guards to talk to the guards you got away from. So that was fun. Yeah. Yep. And you got a whole bunch of jewelry, which is awesome. You have a new suit. You've got some ballistic armor. Batbird, which makes you basically into Batman, Batbird. Kurugi, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, it sucks. It's quacking time. Let's get dangerous. Can't do it. Yeah, let's get down to business. So you guys want to, if I remember correctly, visit Pelor? Or were you waiting on him? Correct. Ah, so you want to return the automaton, you kind of slosh it in. I mean, you guys are already at the ship to begin with. Looking that thing's name up. Yeah, it might be more useful to keep it than not, but that's totally up to you. Where is... Oh, I'm sure there's some bait on the ship. I just have to sorry, go ahead. Cut. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So Siren's Whisper is the ship. There it is. Under Captain Aurelia Moonwater, who is also an elf, specializing in cartography and exploring uncharted waters. You guys met them way back in Shipwreck Cove. And it was a big Shipwreck Cove. This is also the ship that has been carrying your kobold friend, Professor Galen Whispertide, who's been helping you with the issue you've been facing with the ghosts. So, you guys absolutely would have been able to bring that automaton back. No issues whatsoever. Now, my question being, Zach, do you want to be present for the attempt to figure out what's going on with the mimic, or do you want to proceed to attempt to find bait after waking in the morning? Well, the kobold's still hanging out at the hideout with Victor, where the ghost had originally been released. Now, he's been working pretty hard on those ghost capture items and what have yous. That's fair. Hmm. Yes. That depends. Is it nuts? Nuts would be able to tell. No, nuts is nothing but traditional. He was unique and dedicated to making Bond a unique. Uniquely unique. That's correct. And that has been a running gag. Every time we get a character who does something routinely stupid, there's always some sort of comedic relief character that just kind of does something, like walks in, smacks them, pops in, yells at them, does something silly. And it's all because of nuts. Yeah, Roll20's added a lot of fun features. So they're playing with some of the features. Oh, hi. 110%. Now, see, fun fact. The room where the mimic is, the mimic cycle, for those of you who don't know, now you're about to know, they managed to can tame a mimic, and this mimic then somehow managed to infuse itself with a monowheel cycle that they had obtained way back in the desert areas where they first originated during the early days of the campaign. And they have had this monocycle with them for a while, finding it useful as Orvine has a hard time riding a monocycle or any kind of bike or vehicular device due to a lack of vision. She is effectively blind, although she can see out to an effective sight of 60 feet, sometimes 120, depending on the device she wears. It's not entirely reliable and does give certain disadvantages while operating motor vehicles. The Mimic riding the monocycle operates the vehicle for her while she maintains the cannon and other attributes, effectively allowing her to participate. So yeah, there's that. So this thing, they're trying to breed it. They've been feeding it. And you guys have been indeed feeding it, and with hopes to breed another little offshoot because these guys split. And, well, it's been getting bigger. It's not quite ready to pop yet, but you can definitely throw the automaton into the same room with it if you'd like. They basically tell you that that's where you're going to have to store it if you want to store it. And then they ask you to stop bringing dead rats home. It's getting annoying. Well, they're kind of seeing John as the cat that keeps bringing the rat home, then a bird, then a squirrel. It's like, you just keep bringing shit home. That'll work. Okay, so this is fair. But yeah, you definitely got that there. It's not quite ready to split yet. Looks like you don't actually know. Does anyone want to attempt to discern, perhaps, what stage of growth this thing is at? Probably. Either insight, arcana, it could be a nature. All right, one of each. Wow. Orphean sees everything, all of the metal. It looks like a monocycle that occasionally burps. Right? Yeah, she's looking at the wrong bike. They're like, Orphean, they just like they slide the goggles down over her eyes and turn it on, like, you forgot something. Yeah. So with an 18 nature, John, this thing isn't natural by any means, but it is definitely getting bigger, and there are some creatures that look like they might split, you know, like flatworms and things like that. It looks extremely healthy. But you're not sure if it's ready to split yet. It still seems hungry, and it does, like, you think back to the last time you guys fed it a corpse, and it ate it with vigor. So, like, it's extra hungry right now. Zach, it's not ready to pop yet, but, like, with your 21, you can pretty much assume that maybe another body's worth another 2 or 3 bodies. 3 bodies for sure would cause it to split. 2, 50-50 chance. 1, 25. Well, you could always ask around. Nah, that's a smart decision. Okay. All right. Give me an investigation check to snuff around the ship and dock. Nice. Yeah, so you happen to be walking by the galley, and your keen nose, despite your eyes having been haggified, detect the sudden odor of a very fresh, and I mean fresh, salmon. And you like stop, you stick your head in, you're like, oh, that's a whole salmon sitting there getting ready to be butchered up. And your stealthiness, you're able to just kind of, and you're walking back, you're walking, but you begin jogging when you hear a, motherfuck, who took me? Who took my salmon? That's lunch for the whole crew. Yeah, you hear like sharpening of knives behind you as you flee. Yep. You're able to get. Actually, give me a nature. Now, give me a survival check for cleaning a fish. Oh, there you go. Advantage for cleaning a fish. Nice. You guys are actually able to do a pretty good job of it. And to be fair, you get 2 pretty good fillets out of the side. So if you want to use those for yourselves, that's great. You managed to get the skin off, which is nice. So you have like a skin wrap around one hook. You've got the kidneys, you've got the liver, and the heart on another. You've managed to get most of the intestines and like the black goop that you can, peel out. That and the, yep. So you can do all that for the chum, and you've managed to pop the eyes out because individually they're great little bobbers. And the head itself is wonderful too, and the tail. So you've managed to get about 6 hooks worth of bait for large fish. So you're going for something like your arm's length, if not bigger. Very well. Now, another key factor, where would you like to do the fishing? Because you're looking at this bay and you're like, maybe we're fishing for garbage? No. This is a industrial harbor. Fish tend to not want to be here, and the fish that you catch here would not like it. You would at least have to get out of the into a little bit fresher water. I mean, you could definitely try your luck here. You might be able to get like some sort of crustacean, or maybe cephalopod, but fish, maybe not. You could go around on that side. It would take probably a couple hours to get around there, but you could definitely make the hike if you'd like to. I mean, either side, basically. So, basically, you are correct where the harbor side, where the ship is the more dirty side of the harbor. You go to the back side of the island, where John's token is. That's actually fairly clean-ish, but any of the outlets or inlets would definitely be pretty clean. It would take you longer to get there. Remember, this is an expanded view of the map, so it would take you like days to row out of there. So I would recommend maybe going to the back end. That said, like, you could always fish for monsters, but you're not gonna get, like, it depends on what you want to find. Are you just looking to kill something? Are you looking to get food? Well, there you go. So you don't have to be picky. You could try your luck here, and then if you don't catch anything, go to the back end, but... Okay. Okay. Yeah, it would take you about 6 hours to row out there. Oh, gotcha. Towards it, yeah. All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Yeah, I'll allow it. Zach, how are you going to help with this? Got it. This is fair. So part of me is just picturing Zach flying out with the hook in his hand and then dropping it when John says, now! Yeah, alright, so that's what you do then. You fly out the hook and you're like, now! And you fly back. Or better yet, you stay right there hovering over it to cause a little dark spot to have the fish kind of attracted to it. Alright, so 21. It's very, very fast. John, that fucking hook gets swallowed by something. Roll me 2d6. Okay, 1 second. Right. All right. So for this one, yeah, dude, that's a fish. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. But not like super big. So you're able to reel it in pretty quick. Give me another survival check, please. This time without the advantage, because there's no way for him to really help you with this one. 17. Ah, you beat it. Good job. You're able to reel that sucker in, dude. And you pull yourself up a nice big fat sea bass. That sucker weighs probably about 7 pounds. I'm assuming that first one, wait, that was the skin bait you used, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, a 12? Okay. And so this one, which bait are you using this time? That would be the skin. A little bit of a mixture. Mostly fin, but there is some flesh on it. Okay, not a problem. With a 12, your first cast, nothing. There you go. You wait. 5 minutes. Zach, you managed to make it back to the boat. Or back to the shore. You're talking for a second. All of a sudden, John, you look up. You're watching the tip. You look over at Zach for half a second, and then, Zach, you have to give me a dexterity check, and John, a strength check. Actually, that's a good point. Give me saving throws for both of those. 18, which is good because that allows John to have the advantage on that. Yep. So Zach, you see John's arms start to get yanked out in front of him as the rods just and Zach, you grab a hold of him and brace your feet against the rail of the pier. John, you feel something grab that lure and just and like you manage to just in time snap your hands tight around that freaking rod shaft. And that rod is bending. You grab it, it's oh, mother trucker, this thing is big. You don't know what it is, but it is big. I was gonna say Misty sip, and John goes over the side. That's what she said. Yeah, right. You don't know what it is, but it is big. That's what she said. All right. All right. Give me, John, a survival check. Give me a strength saving throw without advantage. 19. Lucky you get pulled forward really hard. The line goes out a little bit. You almost snap the line, but with a strength saving throw, you're able to actually pull it up just a little bit, drop it down with the tip of the rod, up down, just enough to get this thing to kind of move around a little bit. It's starting to get the better of you. You're not sure. Like, this thing is one of the bigger fish. Like, it's definitely it's bigger than a salmon, that's for fucking sure. This ain't no bass. Does anyone want to do anything to chip in to help? Okay. So Zach, as this is happening, you fly out over the surface of the water. It's a little bit choppy. But it is a nice clear day. Unfortunately, that is to your detriment because it's reflecting off the surface, but you've already got disadvantage to perception checks with the vision. So go ahead and make me a perception check to see if you can see the fish. Actually, that's not bad. You see a dark shape under the water. You can't see where its eyes are, but you do see a fish-like shadow. You're not sure how far down it is, but you can definitely take aim at it and fire if you so wish. Okay. John, I need a survival check. That line snaps. John, you fall flat on your ass. Okay, you take the shot. Okay. With disadvantage. Fuck. That actually hits. Okay. It does not. Let me check his hit points. Hang on. Did not expect him to actually hit that. Well, it's a big fish. It's a really big fish. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. You killed it. A reef shark floats to the surface with a bullet hole through the side of its head. You notice that when you did your reload, the bullet automatically replaced itself. Give me a strength check or athletics to carry that shark, because that is a big shark. It's as big as you. Oh, fuck, right off. Batbird swoops over the surface of the water and it just scoops up a shark out of the water. 3 swoops of his mighty wings and he's to the freaking shore. Drops this thing into John's lap as he's sitting there staring in awe. I never thought I could make the fishing fun for D&D, but fuck it, here we are. You guys are so excited for D&D fishing, holy shit. No kidding. Hours 1 through 2, caught fish. Shot fish. But it's fun though, which is weird. I'm like, this is actually fun. Yeah. It's kind of fun to make it too. Yeah, come fishing. Come on. You can go crab fishing. It's a trust exercise. Okay, so you'll need to give me a survival check with advantage. No, I mean, that's part of the appeal, right? You've got a lot of factors giving you advantage right now. Let's put it to you that way. You can't stack it, but they're stacking. Nice. That's actually really good. So, plunk. And at first you're like, uh-huh. Okay, and you like look over at him. I can't. Give me a. This is the head, right? Ooh, okay. Give me a John. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Orphan, give me a strength saving throw. Well, John misses. Orphan gets yanked to the rail. John, you're like left holding air. But Orphan grabs, like, all right, this is going to be so much fun for me. So Orphan, being the badass monk that she is, like, there's some rails here and they're made out of like metal and wood. So she's like yanked over, and because she's so light and this thing is actually pretty strong and has the terrain advantage, caught off guard, she's flying through the air. There's slack in the line at this point. She grabs a hold of the rails, 619s this thing like Rey Mysterio, wraps up and around, uses the rail as extra tension with the line cupped underneath of it to just zzz, and she manages to secure herself and this fish with one foot braced up against the rail. John, you've never seen shit like that. She's sure she hasn't fished before. Give me a survival check. That is correct. Oh, before you do. Oh, well, you might as well roll the 2d6 now. Ooh. Okay. Line snaps. Sorry, hang on. Line only snaps on a natural 20 or 3 failed saves. You've lost line. This thing is getting away from you. John, she's losing it. Okay. Okay. Fair, fair, fair. Yeah. Now, you know what? So you brace up the rod at all the appropriate locations and you tighten up the tension on it as well. You can feel that this fish is actually bigger than the one that you had on. By a little bit. And give me a survival check, Orphine, with advantage this time, as John is assisting you. Zach, what are you doing? Okay, give me a perception check with disadvantage as she is making this check. Ooh. Yeah, there's no shapes at all. All you see is Orphine. Oh, Orphan, you know if you can't quite catch this in time, it's gonna snap. The tension's getting really, really, like, it's going fast. The rod itself, the reel, you can feel the heat. One more survival check with advantage, because John, you're helping out still. John, you can feel the heat. The friction is starting to burn the back of your hand, as that line is whipping you in the fingers. Orphan, you can feel a little bit of wet as the line is... John, roll me a d4. Only because of the placement of your fingers when that line's... Ouch. That line snaps so hard that it actually snaps across the back of your fingers, cutting you a little bit. You take 4 points of slashing damage. Yeah. But you were raging? That's only when you're raging. No, it's misunderstanding. It's fine. So you take 4 points of slashing damage as you feel a sharp sensation, full pain, weird, across the back of your hand as this line just gives. And whoosh, gone. There goes your bait. You do still have 2 eyes. But those are going to get you smaller fish. That might help. You were just using standard line. So you did pretty good for standard line. I'll give you a -2 to the DC if you guys can find better line. Sure, give me an investigation check. If you weren't on a pier, I would have said, unfortunately you came close, but it was just sold out. But you are on a pier, so you do manage to find an old sea dog who's got some old line, a little bit left over that he can lend you. He does want you to pay for it, though, so he's going to charge you with silver. He's going to gouge you a little bit. Like, you know that's gouging, but, 200 feet of freaking 50-pound line? Really? I don't think so. But yeah, you hand it over, you take it, you go and you start rereeling this line as they're using the other ones. So go ahead, Orphine, give me a survival check with advantage as Zach is helping you drop the line. That is correct. Yeah, it'll be a lot easier. This is like more akin to regular fishing, like what we would do in the real world. Oh, and there you go. Like you don't even see the freaking eyeball. Like you're watching it in your vision as Zach is pulling it out. It doesn't even make it the full 60. You got 60 feet right now, right? Or is it 120 now? 60? It makes it to the edge of your 60, and then all of a sudden you feel a tension, and Zach squawk because a fish jumped out of the water and grabbed the eyeball and went back in, like right out of his hand. It was a decent sized bass too. Like clearly there's a school of them wandering around here. A shark was probably after him. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Just regular. Also, roll. Sorry, hang on. Ah, I gotta remember. You gotta roll 2 dice first. Give me a 2d4. It's a lot better. Okay. So, fish is going under. Give me a survival check now. This is set the hook and get the reeling going. Oh, yeah. You set the hook and you reel that sucker in. Like, there's not that much. You rolled so good. Like, it's not even funny. That's 5 over. You reel that fish in. You managed to get yourself about a 5 pound. Is it? Sorry, 4 pound sea bass. Yeah, but it's fun though, isn't it? Right? We just did. Right? This is the fishing episode. This is like inventory management and combat and roleplay and everything. Okay. Dude, I hear the excitement in your voice. This is great. I love it. You're using the shark's head? Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be a D10. Fuck. Alright, so are you using like a small canoe anchor as a fishhook? He's not saying no, ladies and gentlemen. So he's got a flagpole as a fishing line, as a fishing pole, because it's got the reel at the top. Of course you were. Not a problem. So he's got a rope and an anchor and a fish head and a shark's head at the end of it. What he's hoping. How far out are you flying, Zach? Yeah, how much rope do you get? I'm gonna say 200 feet then. You've got 200 feet. And keeping in mind, this is fishing line, so this is gonna be difficult to do with your bare hands. You're gonna want a rod and reel, because this will cut your hands in half. It's like floss, dude. Like, you know what happens with wire and pressure. It would be really hard for me to justify allowing that without like massive damage. I'll allow a thick leather glove and the wrapping around the pick. Mm-hmm. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I just picture you walking over to like a keg or a barrel on the side of the freaking wharf and just like slamming it into the side of it and like using it like a crank. Hey, fireman. All right. So this is gonna be interesting. So you fly about 250, or sorry, 150 feet out, because you're gonna want this thing to sink. So you fly 150 feet out and drop it in. Give me a wow. Okay, give me a survival check with advantage to fish with a shark head. I'm so happy right now. Go ahead and roll me 2d10. Well, John goes over the side. You can't beat that. Wait, I'll let you roll your strength check, your strength save. Okay. You can't yet. You can't yet. Go ahead. Oh yeah, this thing like... Yeah, it's like... You're being pulled. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Can we get a shout out for our raiders? Much love. Do you want to try to give me... Well, how would you like to? Because right now, what you see is a John being literally yanked off of his feet, most likely. Yeah. Oh, right, you get big. Okay, okay. I'll allow you to... Because you're gonna rage for this one, I'll be nice. Yeah, because you went into a size category akin to it, I'll let you cut one of those dice off so you'll have the 9 instead. So that'll help with your DC. Because now... Yeah, you're rolling 2 dice plus 8, and that's your DC. Yeah, and it goes up every size category. Yeah, he would. That's what I mean. He would have been skiing, dude. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, it could be really low. It'll be fine. Nope. Of course, he maxes out. So 8 and 9 is a 17, so you just need to beat a 17 for your strengths or your strength save. You already knew this was dangerous. It's been tingling this whole fucking time. Give me... I'm not going to make you do a attack roll or anything like that, but I will have you do a dexterity saving throw. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, yeah, you would have... Okay, so there you go. Double advantage. So, yeah. She participates. Yeah. So between the two of you, you managed to basically seal him to a stone pier mill billiard at the end. Yeah, like, it's like... Yeah, it's really, really difficult to move you right now. But your rod is bent over and... Going right now. Your pickaxe is like the thick, sturdy shaft that you have held in hand for so many years. I just realized how this sounds, but we're going with it. Is bending and bending and bending and about to break, and you really don't want that to happen. Your heart would scream. Give me a survival check. This is definitely a big fish. If it is a fish. Good. You start cranking this sucker back. You're just like one hand. And just inch by inch, this thing is getting pulled in. Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Zach. Oh, of course it is. 14, you don't see it yet. Oh, it's big. And I mean, the water's a little darker somewhere, but it's... Can't quite see it yet, it's deeper. It went deep. Okay. Give me a survival check. Don't botch it. Oh, you're really faster and faster and faster and faster. Perception check. Quick, before you lose it. Wow, you don't see shit. A seagull flies into your eyes. Neither of you were watching where you were going. Both of you were watching what was going on. All of a sudden... Orphine, dexterity check. Or dexterity save, quick. You dodge the seagull poop. In its panic after getting hit by a flying birdman or bird bat thing, it pooped everywhere. And you dodge it deftly. Just that little kapoosh, that last one little slap there was you taking this little piece of debris of like a napkin that was blowing by in the wind. You grabbed it and you like just kind of adjusted it to catch the bird crap and continue fluttering away at the last second. That would have been hilarious. Please throw it back. I have an idea of how you could do it. Please throw it back. Yes, please do it. Okay. Pissed off at this bird having the audacity to poop upon you. You grab a also blowing by straw and with absolute deftness manage to shove this freaking crap covered napkin up like down into one end of it, and you like dip it in the water, look up and spitball this thing right back at the bird. Give me a ranged attack roll, just a d20 plus your dex. Oh, you did. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Roll me a d6. The bird explodes. This time properly. Yep. That bird died full of shit in more ways than one. Yo, John's fighting a monster fish. Yeah. Speaking of that monster fish, John, give me a survival check. Oh no. Oh no. That's fair. Oh, that reminds me. Where's your perception check there, Zach? That's right. Oh, you don't see it quite yet. John, oh, your axe starts to spin backwards in your hand, buddy. You're gonna need to give me a strength saving throw to keep your footing. $22? Yeah, you managed to brace up. That rail is creaking and cracking under the weight of whatever the hell that is. And you can hear that line just... It's not letting out any, because you managed to grab a hold of it and you're just reefing on her right now. The wind and tension are causing the whole line to vibrate. Give me a survival check. Come on, buddy, you can do this. Oh, 18. Okay. 1. Oh, sorry. 12, right. Because you didn't get advantage. No, no advantage. Yeah, that's right. 1. Oh, it's just, you can feel it. You know, if you don't let out a little bit of slack, it's gonna snap. So you let out a little bit of snack, you lost about 5-6 feet. Give me a strength saving throw, because once you stop that line, it pulls you forward again with jerking motion. Zach, yeah, well, I mean, I was gonna have you do it anyways. Hey, you don't see shit. No, strength saving throw, because when you stop that reeling, it pulls you forward. 28. Oh, you're fine. You snap that thing that metal slaps into your palm with a familiarity unbeknownst to anything else other than your own manhood. Go ahead and roll that survival check with gusto. Because of that natural 20, I'll give you advantage on your survival check, because that feeling feels good right now. There you go. Hand over hand, you pull that sucker in. 18. Oh, dude, you see a dark shape. And it's deep, but it's big. You know it's big because it's like a smaller, but it's deep, but you can see it. So that's how you know it's big. You know what I mean? You can see it. You can take a shot at it if you want. Disadvantage. $17 hits. Okay, let me get a stat bar up. Well, it's not a kraken. I know. That was pretty cool. Well, this one you didn't kill right away, but it looks like it stopped fighting us, for half a second and looks very upset. And by that, you mean it... Well, I mean, it didn't, like... Yeah, you do. Give me a survival check. Yeah. The shit gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden, the water, like, in a 20-foot radius around the surface there just turns black. And you can no longer discern exactly where it is. You can take a random shot, but you'll have to roll a d4. No, before. And I'll let you know if you're even gonna hit it or not. Fuck you. Roll your cocksucking shot. With disadvantage. 13. Oh, phew. Okay, you miss. Wait, fuck. Hang on. Double fuck, you hit. I wanted to at least drag somebody into the water. Come on. 20? Quadruple fuck. Fine. Have your fucking calamari, a giant octopus, float to the surface. This is why it was so freaking strong. It was rooting itself to the ground. Yeah. This is a large beast. There's a lot of fishermen on the side of the wharf right now, just like, what the fuck? You, like, there's, as soon as it comes up and you bring it in and get it to the thing, there's just like a scattering of applause. Yes, yes, you do. Achievement unlocked. Bling! That is with the shark, despite having its head cut off. You now, yeah, that octopus is equivalent to two bodies. So you have a 100% chance of splitting off a mimic. That's right, from the sea bass. And you still have some bait left. Okay. Give me, well, I mean, this is happening quite a bit, but go ahead and give me another survival check. You're dealing with a lot of nature survivally stuff right now. That 10? Yeah, you cut it open. You definitely get its bleh stuff out. Nah, because it's pretty obvious what's in it. There's nothing great. You do pull out like a boot, so this thing's definitely eaten somebody or picked one up along the way. Pull out a hubcap, a couple of car keys. Pull out a knife sheath, which is interesting. No knife, but a knife sheath. This is boot. No. All right, let's do it up. You just hear the audience is just like, woo! More fish, more fish. What bait are you using this time? Well, the heads and the tails will get you D6s, and the fillets will get you D8s. That just increases your chances of hooking one. It makes it easier to find a fish, but it doesn't help your size chances. Okay. Okay. See you, I see you. Angry fishing. Okay. Go ahead and give me... Oh, yes, they do. Yep. Wait, before you drop it. Before you drop it, if you're using a whole sea bass, that's 2d8. Still, that's a big fish. And you saw what your DC 17 was. Well, technically that was more than 17, but like... Yeah. Well, it'd be 2d6. would be 2d6. 2d6 is the standard big fish. So you might catch a shark. Anything bigger than that would be like you get into the much larger creatures. When you get into D12s, those are monsters. Like sea serpents and things like that, because now you're using like a full shark. Well, with the right equipment, you probably could, but you would need special equipment to do it. They're not, they won't have that kind of equipment. Like, you're using some of the, like, plus, I mean, you can, but the likelihood of you doing it and them wanting to ruin their own show that they're getting right now. How good's your persuasion check? I mean, crazier things have happened this evening. Roll high. Oh, buck. Huh. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'll have one of the guys come over. Hey, I got the top of the line fiber carbon line rod thingy here. I don't know the right words here, but some sort of wizardy fella sold it to me. Now you guys are well aware, wizardy fella, bullshit. Like, guy likely got had, but once you look at the rod, you're like, no, he did not. That is a good rod. That will allow you to do a 1d8 instead of 2d8 with a whole fish. It will not change anything lower than the d6s, but for anything larger than a d6, you get half the dice. Up until monster rank. I hope somebody remembers these rules. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I am posting them, like, to the red and whites afterwards, so. This is true. This is like extreme fishing. Alright. Give me your survival check with the whole fish. First roll your D8 because you're using good equipment. No, 1d8. But we'll take that 7 then. So, I mean, it's gonna be a big fish. So that's gonna be a DC 15. Give me your survival check. With advantage. To hook a fish. Zach's flying out over there. Oh, you rage after. Well, sorry, you rage after the survival check. A 10. Well, you guys are sitting there for about 10 minutes. You lose some of the crowd. You pull it back in. There's no nibble. Yeah. Put chum in the water. Okay. Okay. So the to catch DC is now at 14, but the other DCs are still 15. Okay. 14. Good thing you did the chum. You're just sitting there about 5 minutes, you're like... And then you go to pull, and then all of a sudden, John, you realize... Wait, what? You go... And all of a sudden... whatever was there had actually swallowed it and just not moved. So there was no way of knowing until you started to reel in, and then you set the hook, and now it's trying to run. So give me a strength check Does anyone want to assist in this moment? As John, I'm assuming, is getting bigger, yep. Okay. Orvane, would you like to help? How would you like to help? Gonna grab his foot? Alright. Give me your dexterity saving throw again, then. And you just have to beat a 15. And you really need to beat a 15. Like, really, really bad. Okay, good. That's really good. Because that stops John going in the drink. John, whatever this thing is, it just pulled you clean off your feet. And if it weren't for Orphane's whip stopping you, you would be in the drink. You are currently held in the air between Orphane's whip and your own line. You are not touching the ground. Give me a survival check. As you were being pulled, like as if you were being pulled by 5 horses, you are, or a torture rack, technically. This is exactly what it is. This is a torture rack for you. You are pulling it even closer, or at least you think you are. You are cranking this sucker in, little bit by little bit by little bit. Yes, I do. You do not see it. Yes, please. Oh, good, good, good. You crank it in, crank it in, crank it in, crank it in. That's 2 successes. Perception. You see it. There's a shape. And it's beautiful. It is thrashing like a mother trucker. Ooh, an 11 does not hit. Yeah. 19. Zach, I'm gonna say you don't need to make perceptions. You can see this thing now. It is on the surface because it is now... Better if it wasn't. Yeah, hear that. It is now, like, right next to the boat. I'm gonna get you to give me a strength check or athletics to pull it in. This is a shark. Well, it doesn't matter. You do manage to get it in. It is thrashing around on the dock. You might want to kill it. You gonna take a shot at it? No, that's its AC. Go ahead. Zach just shot it, but go ahead and punch it. As it comes over. Yeah, punch the fish. Oh, I punched a wet fish today. Yep, you punched the wet fish. So this thing's getting double clapped. It's like, it's gonna be double dead here in a second. That's great. 9 points. Okay. No. Punch it. Oh, I like the idea of that. Like, she uses the tension of it to just let go, and she pulls herself forward with the whip and just, like, flying Superman punches this freaking shark in the face. Yeah. Like, backflips off of it, Superman lands. Yeah. And then as the fish, like... Wait, what just hit me? It's the back of its head just explodes. It doesn't even come out the other side as the bullet is wedged in there because it's a pretty thick shark skin, but yeah. It dead shark. It's a very dead shark. Yep. Congratulations. The beach is now, or the wharf is now getting a little bit crowded because there's a lot of people just like, what the f is going on? Even the Dockmaster Grimhook, the human with a Scottish accent and the clockwork arm, is watching this, and he's clapping along with everybody else. He's pretty impressed. You're gonna say that like all week, aren't you? Okay. I'm getting tired of saying survival check, so I'm gonna say give me a dexterity check to tie a rope. Fuck, dude, that is the best knot like, seriously, you finish that, Zach, you stand up, step aside, and every single sailor there takes off their hat and looks at that knot. One guy, freaking Grimhook, actually, you see his little clockwork hand come up and he just wipes away a tear. Right there's the sweetest note I've ever seen in all my years. Another shark it off, frick. And you're using, well, you are using the superior gear. So it's 1d10 this time. Plus 8. Yeah. Ooh, it's a 16. Or no. No, it's a 14. Just for giggles, though, I want you to roll the other d10 just to see what it could have been. Come on, we gotta know. We gotta know. That could have been 22. Shit. Alright, yeah, you're tied in, so you got advantage on your strength saving throw even without getting yanked. Without getting big. Yeah. Yeah, but there's lots of rounds in between. Yeah. I allowed it the first time, but we're anyways, give me your survival check, my friend. I mean, oh no. Okay, so here's what happens. Yeah, so 9. That stopped me. That stops you from. Okay, so if it was the 4, the natural 1, what would have happened? Okay. Was Zach would have dropped the line, and then like some like poor kid would have come up and like, can I hold the line too? And then John like looks away for half a second and like loses his grip, and then all of a sudden the weight of the freaking thing just takes it, the undertow takes it and just sucks the rod right out of his hands. So that's, so don't roll a natural 1 in my campaign, bad things happen. I wouldn't have killed the kid. I would have taken the rod, I would have just crushed his dreams, that's all. I didn't kill the kid, I just killed his dreams, it's fine. It's not the same, but it's the same. Mean. Not the same kid anymore, that's for sure. Anyway. Look, mistakes were made, but mistakes were definitely made. This was a really bad spot to drop that hook. You didn't get anything on that one. Okay. Give me your D10. Oh yeah, because you... Ah, same thing. Good enough then. Yeah, your 16 does it. You feel it all of a sudden. Hey, I don't think You got one. You've got one. Give me... Orpine, I need your dexterity saving throw. Zach, I need your perception check. And... Oh, wow. No. Ooh. Kind of want to make it fun now. You didn't roll a 1. It's not fair. You say, oh, you snap them right in the balls. That'd be fun, eh? No, you wrapped it around a shaft. It was the wrong one. John, immediately let's go. Right? That's not the kind of damage I meant, Orphan. Pineapple, pineapple, pine fucking apple. Oh. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Alright, so you can see there's a dark shape. You can see it well enough and make it a distinct enough shape that, yeah, it's faint, but you can see it. That hits. $18. That didn't kill it, but there's a lot of blood in the water. And it's another shark. Yeah, this is a mid-sized reef shark. This one doesn't look like a reef shark, actually. This one's a hammerhead. But it, like, jumped clean up out of the water. One of its eyes and one of the pieces of its hammer is all messed up from that gunshot. John, strength check. Because as it lands, it pulls you. Beautiful. That is just enough. Give me your survival check. Orphine, if you want, give me another dexterity check to check, not save. Oh no. Yeah. You better hope you make it. Because this is how you're offering advantage. If you don't make this, then he doesn't have it. Nope. That means a natural 1. The shark jumps one more time and snaps the line. I'll give you this one. Go ahead. Disadvantage, though. 12. Well, its AC is 12. But you do not get sneak attack. Well, luckily that blows off the other side of its head. Belly up. Yeah, but you're out of line now, unfortunately. There's a long line of people that want to shake John's hand, like all of your hands, honestly. That was some of the best team fishing, like shore fishing they've ever seen. Yep. A bunch of people come forward with a few places in mind. Some of them are just ships and small, you know, backwater places. But if you give me a few minutes to look something up, I can post something up in the Discord for who you would be wanting to go to. I do have somebody who sells general stuff, and that would be the one you'd want to talk to. Just can't remember at the top of my head. If it was... Oh. Well, you would know exactly who this lady is. You've dealt with them before. You're gonna want to either go to Tinker's Paradise General Store, which is where Zara Quickfingers, you know, works out of, the owner and proprietor. And you could also go to Scrap and Salvage. That's where Finn Rustbucket, your goblin friend, can pretty much get you anything. Just like sticking I can just see him putting a long ass pole through their freaking gills and tying the squid or the octopus around it and just walking through town like a boy with his line of fish. You absolutely could. Nobody will ever know. Yeah, and I love how neither of you questioned that. He just showed up with a fish like, hey guys, why don't we use this salmon? Well, that doesn't come from the ocean. Yeah, I guess. We need a thing, he has a thing. Look at that. Jesus. Well, I mean, and this is the chef talking. I don't think I actually have a name for the chef. Yeah. Do I have one? Pierre? Why Pierre? Hey, you just want me to use my French accent there? That's not even fair. Just because my father was from Quebec City does not mean that I am French, huh? Okay, yeah, so what, I can do a good one. Just bite me, okay? That is true. Alright, I'm here from the Riviera. This is what we do. It's really hard for me to stay with that one and not slip into freaking German. Oh, it is. Like, they're so similar. Jawohl. Oui? Monsieur, this is, how you say, mine, see? This is, yeah, it's the S and the Z. It's really, yeah. this is how we're going to do this. That's why we're going to, yeah, see? It just, jawohl. Nocturne. Oui, 9, oui, non. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm back of Notre Dame. Oui. We are the chef. We can take the shark and we can prepare it into a dish for you for this evening. How would you like me to prepare the food? How would you like me to prepare the food? With this type of fish, it is a poorer quality. With the sea bass, it is most likely used for a chowder. Excellent. I will take the sea bass from you now. Thank you. We will put this into the chowder with some carrots and some potatoes. It will be ready in an hour out of my kitchen. Merci. Allez, allez. C'est bon. That was fun. I don't get to do French very often. Yeah. I'm gonna have to write that one. I'm gonna write him down in the crew. Or in the notes for today. Where is it? Pierre in the crew. All right. Yeah. It's P-I-E-R-R-E. So P-I-E-R-R-E. Pierre Lecru? Yeah, Pierre Lecru. Okay, so you kept the salmon fillets, you gave the 2 sea bass and the bear shark. Okay. And you're giving the mimic a shark and an octopus. Okay. Okay, so after the mimic, basically, so you guys go back into the garage carrying seafood. The engineers are all, like, the 2 or 3 in there are looking at you like, what are you... The bike starts itself. The engineers who are working on it jump back. It rolls over to you like a Power Ranger car out of freaking the second Power Ranger movie. We've all seen it. It looks really cool. It rolls up to you. And you're like, is it panting through its exhaust pipe? It is absolutely panting through its exhaust pipe. Its tendrils kind of like pull out of the plastic and metal around it. It looks very disconcerting because it looks like the metal itself is sweating and grabs a hold of it and just absorbs it. and like something just sploots out of the exhaust and splatters against the wall. It looks like a big oily tar. Okay. This oily black tar splotch on the wall is no bigger than your hand, and it's just like little kind of tendrils kind of squeak out from it. And I'm just not going to sugarcoat the crap out of this. It looks very much like the Venom symbiote without a host as it crawls its way down and then disappears into the cracks of this automaton. Outside of that, nothing else seems to happen. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Okay. At first, nothing seems to happen, but then you notice, like, a tiny, thin little, almost like an octopus tendril, kind of, like, creeping out of one of the plates and extending like a thread into the bucket, and then very tiny little bubbles kind of like rippling from the bucket into the suit. Give me a persuasion check. Because I kind of picture you hovering over the bucket, like crouched down. Like, it's okay, it's okay. Well, the 11 because you're giving it food. It's not terrible, but you don't think a bond has been made at this time. But it's not hostile to any of you at this time. Zach, give me a an Arcana check, sorry. Don't let anybody else near it. It may not be hostile to you, but anyone else, it is food and it is a growing baby. And if you don't feed it regularly, it will eat you. Because it's too young at this time to take on like its own form. I mean, it probably has taken on the form of something inside, like a cog or something like that. It's too small at this time to symbiose to a structure. Plus, you still haven't figured out how the other one was even able to do what it did. That's not a normal thing that happens. While that is a theory among oozes in the reproductive cycle that there's a shared memory echo, it is not yet a proven factor in study. However, this might be your opportunity to prove or disprove that. Oh, the kobold will definitely want to get close. You've known him for a while. This would be right up his, like, if he finds out you did this, you'll never peel him away from that suit of armor. Like one of the crew's like, oh, the mimic's fucking again. I didn't even know a bite could do that. That's weird. My brother got eaten by a mimic. Yeah. We don't talk about that. No. Okay. Well, there's a lot of them. It's just weird to see them around and not be getting killed. Oh, I see that. I'll have to go fishing. We'll be back later. And he takes off. Now he's just gonna go fishing. Or to make sure he doesn't get eaten. It's like his version of outrunning his friends from the bear. Like, I don't have to outrun it, I just have to outfeed it. Remember, 1 body a week, and your mimic is fine. 3 bodies, and it reproduces. But it only reproduces once a month. You can't just do this, like, regularly. But, well, yeah. Just like in a campaign, it's not a steady short-term thing. Yeah, that's right. Like, we would have to do a little bit longer term overlook on that, but and we may reach a point where after we do all of this and then we end up, well, not even that, just like at a point where we decide we want to do like a 3-week time skip or something like that. Like, what do you guys want to overdraft, that sort of thing, in some downtime, spend some money. We've never really done that sort of thing yet, but that's because we've been pretty active in our campaigns, because you guys like to explore. Well, there's that too, yeah. Yeah, it did. Well, I just don't trust you not to buy something stupid. Like a fucking airship or something. That is fair. That was pretty funny. That should never have happened. That, I was so close. So close. I just want to get someone with petrification. I never get anybody with that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, so you've managed to breed your mimic. You managed to catch a shit ton of fish. You have fed the crew. You checked your bracelet does work for ammunition. Sure. Okay. It doesn't. I know. But cannons are powerful for a reason. There has to be some level of balance to this game. I learned my lesson with the first one. Yup. Yours was really cool. It was that freaking obsidian obliterator that did us in. Which is still exists. It still exists in the world. It's just a legendary item now. I mean, yeah. I know exactly where it is, and I'm not telling you, but it does exist in a specific location that is historically accurate to previous campaign settings. You've never heard of this thing. Alright, give me a history check to see. You've never heard of it. It sounds like a dildo. You would need a nat 20 to find it. Like, that is an item that if that is something that may be wished to resurface someday, maybe, but it would be like an end campaign item sort of thing, maybe wielded by an NPC or something like that. Like, that would be irony. Right. Well, your slingshot was kind of like the go off of for modern firearms and attachments. Like, people often reference it as the original firearm because of how effective it was. But well, legend says that there's ancient monuments dedicated to old heroes who, you know, did a lot. But, you know, those are definitely dungeon crawls, late game dungeon crawls, instant death traps and all. Aaron. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. But regardless, well, there's ruins. Anyways, that is actually where we're going to wrap up for this evening, having pretty much done everything on your guys' list. So I'm going to wrap up stream, and then I'll come back and say goodbye to you guys. So give me a moment, guys. Say goodbye, everybody. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here this afternoon, this evening, this morning, whatever time of day it is for you guys. It's been a lot of fun. This was a little bit of a slower session. Although we had a lot of fun, I'll be very honest, I winged most of that, but I'm definitely going to write down that setups for future reference so that we can use that, because that was a lot of fun. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much. We'll be seeing you guys again later this week for some more shenanigans. I'm not sure when I'll be back on this week. You never know. I do tend to do pop-ups in the evening. Could be an MMO, it could be Arc, it could be whatever's. I love the fact that I made clips of all of the rules. Thank you so much. You are wonderful and awesome and everything in between. Yeah, we're going to be continuing this on, guys. You have no idea how much you guys mean to us. You matter. You are enough, and you make this world a better place just by being in it. Thank you so much. See y'all in the next one. Bye.